Well, hello, my wonderful, beautiful broskies of the wonderful, beautiful Maverick Nation. I do indeed believe it is part 11, time for, the My Hero Academia Pokemon Crossover What If, part 11. And, how basically we start off part 11? Well, with Plusle having nightmares. Like three different kinds. Like one of them is like about its friend. The other one is about its loss to that freaking Munchlax. And there's a third one which has something to do with the heat wave like conditions they were experiencing whenever they were outside. And it's like there's some sort of shadow figure in like the heat wave nightmares. And it's like up in the sky and like pushing the clouds away with its strange powers. And it's also doing other things, very mischievous things. Mysteriously mischievous. And no one in those specific type of nightmares likes it at all. It's almost like the nightmare is like focused on one specific Pokemon. And because of what it does, and what people are believing, like it might be possible that this Pokemon used its power to part the clouds and like give everyone like a bad day because they're not used to freaking Night Hour Town being this damn sunny. So yeah, no one likes this Pokemon. They don't know what it is, but whatever it is, they don't like it. In fact, they hate it. They freaking hate this Pokemon. Whatever Pokemon is doing all of these terrible things, these pranks, and, parted the clouds to make the worst sunny freaking afternoon ever for the people of Night Hour Town. They hate that freaking Pokemon, whatever it is. They hate it. And eventually, Plusle does wake up from its nightmares. And, Plusle realizes that its trainer Izuku, it, it kind of looks like he might be experiencing some sleep paralysis. And then all he hears is just miss, 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 miss. And there's just this freaking like Pokemon like circling like above Izuku and like around him. And like when the Pokemon moves from that spot, basically Izuku moves with it and just falls on the floor on his face. And that eventually ends up waking him up. And he's just like, what the? Yes, yes. Oh, God. Well, hello again, all my beautiful, wonderful broskies and broskies of the beautiful, wonderful Maverick Nation. And I guess I said hello again because midway into the episode, uh, basically, we're at Amanda's house now. Oh, goody goody gumdrops. This will do wonders for my video. Whew. Anyways, basically, the Pokemon is circling around these like above Izuku and like around him, and Plusle can tell what the Pokemon is. But before anything else, like basically hovers over, and Izuku, because of this, Izuku basically falls to the floor on his face. And Izuku's just like, what the? And Mina and Shoto are like, Izuku, why are you being so holy? And they're just like, oh my god. And, Izuku is just like, that's a Pokemon. And the Pokemon's just like, meh, meh, meh. Stevens! And Izuku's just like, Street mischievous? And Plusle's like, yes, mischievous! And like Izuku's just, you're are you the one? Well, you did basically flop me onto the floor on my face. So, if any Pokemon, it would probably be you. And it's like, mischievous! And just like mischievous is just looking over to like where the gym is, and then looks to Izuku, and is like, mischievous? And Izuku is just like, huh? Uh, you want to. Let me get this straight. You want to help me. And Mysterious is even like, yeah, just like motioning, like, you see this? And Izuku's like, but you've been pranking all these people. Like, everyone freaking hates you. And plus, like, you made, like, the worst weather change ever for these freaking people. Freaky deaky shit. And Mischievous is just like, Mischievous. Mischievous. It's just like there was probably some big misunderstanding. Because Mischievous actually kind of looks sad now that Izuku's pointed that out. Like, literally, like, Plusle actually starts to conversate with Mischievous, and since Izuku can kind of understand Plusle, like, Plusle, like, kind of mimes what Mischievous is trying to say. Basically, Izuku's like, wait, we're just playing? You had no idea that you never, like, do Mischievouses have parents? Because if they do, and your parents sure never told you anything about, like, not pranking people, like, to this level. I mean, just chill out. And Mischievous is just like, Mischievous. It's just like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. And now Mischievous is like really freaking sad. It was just like, to Mischievous, it's all an innocent freaking prank. Like, Mischievous is like, literally like child, childish glee, like all around the entire area, not really knowing the I guess gravity of what it was doing, like the consequences. you like chain reaction of everything that's been building up past time, and even the whole clouds parting, making everything like all worse for everyone. And Mischievous is like, but that was like Mischievous is like that was like its favorite thing to do, like just to mess with like the freaking like terrain, not just like freaking clouds, just to mess with the terrain, because messing with stuff's fun. Like mischievous is just being mischievous, causing mischief because that's what's fun to it. It's just a kid. It's like the scenario like a kid in a candy store. Like you give mischievous, like this mischievous, this one, like stuff to cause mayhem with, mischief and mayhem, and it's gonna do it. It's basically like nature versus nurture, that stuff. You know, it's basically, this mischievous was never like straightened out in any way, so it just does whatever, and if it's satisfactory for it, it will continue to do it. And all the pranks it's been pulling over the time that it's been around this place, like it, and in fact, it pretty much lives in Night Hour Town. Yeah, it basically just pulls all sorts of pranks because that's what makes it happy, is to pull pranks on people and to just have fun doing it. Like it is just fun for it. Endless amounts of fun. And so Izuku, he's actually been thinking up a plan before he got sleep paralyzed by Mischievous's parent appearance. Basically, he's like 3-on-3, triple battle, and basically Mina's like, "Are you freaking stupid? None of your Pokemon are prepared to take on freaking like you didn't even get to his last Pokemon. You got down on his like middle Pokemon. You got waxed by that. Like, and Shoto's just like, yeah, I mean, 3-on-3 trying to be fair ground, but he does see one little like non-chip in the armor of Izuku's plan. Make it a triple battle. And basically, you know, like Mischievous is just like happy, like so damn happy. Like, can I be a part of it? And basically they just look at each other like Izuku looks at Puzzle, Puzzle looks at Izuku. They both look at Mischievous. And well, like Izuku's thinking about it. And so he's like, how many Pokemon do I have right now? I know 6 is the, you know, containable limiter. Only 6 Pokemon on your person. I have Uplusle, I have Talonflame, I have Luna, that's 3. Wartortle, that's 4. And Tapu Koko technically isn't really my Pokemon. But if I were to include it, actually, Why would I? I mean, it only really fights whenever shit gets serious, like really freaking serious. So, Plusle, that's 1, Talonflame, that's 2, Munna is 3, War Turtle is 4, and not counting Tapu Koko, adding Mischievous in. I think that would be like a stable choice. Yeah, that would basically, I would have 5 Pokemon. But it's really just a matter if I deserve to have Mischievous. Ah, Mischievous only seems to really like to play pranks on people. And Mischievous is just gives him the puppy dog eyes. And he's just like, oh, I can't resist, you're so damn cute. Kawaii. Shit. Fine, you win. It's like, fine, you win. I heard that Bakugo caught a Roggenrola while he was in the caverns. Or more or less, a Roggenrola followed him outside of the caverns and wouldn't leave him alone till he caught it. So, that's something. Last time I checked, Bakugo had an Incineroar, a Salandit, a Grapplock, a Stuffle, and a Roggenrola. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Pokemon. So, technically, with mischievous added to the team, Plusle, Talonflame, Munna, War Turtle, mischievous. That's 5 Pokemon. Well, looks like adding you to the team would actually make us even. And mischievous is just like, Mischief? He's like, who the hell is Bakugo? And Bakugo just comes barreling through the doors of like the Pokemon Center where Izuku and company were staying. And he's like, that's the little freaking shit. That stupid. You're the Pokemon that everyone hates. And now I know why. Basically, Bakugo is just like, he's like, I really freaking hate this Pokemon. And Mischievous is just like, Mystery? And Izuku's like, okay. There's a click, boop, automatic catch. And Izuku's like, well, that's never happened before. I don't think. Well, with Plusle, but Plusle and me have our own reasons why we stick together. And Plusle's like, Plusle plus. He's like, true, very true. And Bakugo's like, give me that stupid poke, whatever. Give me it now. And Izuku's like, you're gonna have to fight me for it. In fact, I'll have you fight it with me as its trainer. After all, I just did catch it. That makes like that. Bleh, that makes it well. this Pokemon, mischievous, the one you say you hate so much, you get to choose any one of your Pokemon to take it down. Well, if you're up to the task, that is. And Bakugo was just like, you did not just freaking say that. Like, and it's just, you know, Bakugo's thinking, huh, well, okay then. You want to be Mr. Confident? Go, rock and roll. And Izuku's like, he chooses a newbie. Well, then again, I did tell him I was going to use a Pokemon I just now caught. But it's not much better than what he's doing. Well, let's do this, mischievous. And he's just like, mischievous. And Bakugo's like, well, now what? And it's just like, Bakugo's thinking, he just, not Bakugo. Izuku, he's just thinking to himself, of course. Anyways, time to end this. And Bakugo's just like, what do you mean time to? And then Izuku's just like, mischievous hypnosis. And mischievous is just like, mischievous. And just like a big, like a ring wave thing just comes out at Roggenrola, and Roggenrola's just like, and it's just like, Bakugo's just like, what the hell? You gotta be bullshitting me. And Izuku's like, no. If I was bullshitting you, I would have done much worse by now. After all, seeing and checking all of Mischievous' attacks that it already knows by now, well, let's just say this is more or less a merciful way for you to go out, Bakugo. Mischievous, Dream Eater. And Bakugo's like, no! He's like, shit. And basically rock and roll is just like, it's like, rock and roll the return. Oh, God have mercy. Like, as soon as he said Dream Eater, it was like, hypnosis, now Dream Eater's like, fuck. He's like, nope, not having any of this. And basically, Izuku makes it known to everyone who's willing to listen that it's going to be a triple battle for him and the gym leader. Not a rotation battle, a triple battle. So, yeah. Oh boy. Just dang it. And so he just goes up to, Shota's gym, like Aizawa's gym. And Aizawa's just like, back again so soon. Well, I guess it can't be helped. And Izuku's like, I don't think you have all of your cards. Izuku's just like, don't be too confident. After all, that is what you decided to, teach me. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been as brutal as you were. And you weren't even taking things seriously for most of the battle. At least that's what you said. Anyways, like before, but not. And Shoto's like as I was like, what? What do you mean, like, not? And Izuku's like, triple battle. You, me, now. For your badge. The plain slate badge. And as I was like, triple battle? All my Pokemon out at once? It is a challenge. Well then, it's your move. And Izuku's like, actually, no, I think it's your move. And as I was like, so you're confident, but you're not too confident. Well, I guess it can't be helped. I tried to knock your confidence down even more of a peg, but apparently it didn't work out that way. And he's just like, Herdier, go. He's just like, Herdier. And Izuku's just like, well then, hmm, I don't know about this. Okay, have to be some sort of confidence, Izuku. Otherwise, everything you've accomplished so far will be all for nothing. Well then, go mischievous! And like, as I was like, he did not have a mistress before, like when we battled last time. Isn't that Pokemon like that is like messing with everyone? Basically, mischievous is just like, nah. It's just like giving him a tongue, like, ah, like screw you too, bro. And as I was just like, so you managed to tame that beast. Well, at least now I'm not going to have to. Bring in the police force for an investigation on the Pokemon who's causing all the trouble here. Because now you just brought it to me. Herdier, Ice Fang. And like, Herdier's just like, Herdier. And Izuku's like, well, that's something. And it's like, mischievous, dodge. And mischievous is like, just blinks out of existence, and then it reappears behind Herdier. And whenever Herdier goes to turn around, he's like, mischievous, let's have some fun. And as I was like, what the hell does he mean by that? And he's just like, Herdier, Shadow Claw. And it's just shing. Like, it goes like that, like, Shadow Claw. And, Izuku's just like, actually, no, I don't think so. Mischievous. Hypnosis. Mischievous. And it's like, and, like, as I was like, son of a, well, I guess I can't expect anything less from that Pokemon. And, like, right as I was about to, like, return, like, because Aizawa refused the whole triple battle thing. Like, he wasn't just going to reveal his third Pokemon out to Izuku. He was like, he would have to earn that. And even then, he would probably still lose because Aizawa was like, I crush noobs. That's kind of my job as a gym leader of this caliber. And Izuku's like, and you're calling me overconfident. And so he's just like now that Herdier is like just like asleep. Now it's like Dream Eater mischievous. And as I was like, shit. And Herdier's out. And now Izuku's like, and now for that Pokemon. And he's just like, Munchlax, let's end this. And he's just like, it's like, Munch. And Izuku's just like, mischievous return. And Aizawa was like, "You returned your trump card, Pokemon. How stupid do you have to be? Or is it just more of that overconfidence coming back to bite you in the ass again?" And then Izuku's just like, "Plusle, are you ready to get some revenge?" And it's just like sweet and tasty revenge. It's just like Plusle's like, "Plusle." It's like, did it. It is not in the mood to forgive Munchlax for that Hyper Beam Slam thing. And it's just like, Plusle. And it was Plusle, Electric Terrain. And Aizawa was like, shit. Even if I have Munchlax jump, it's still going to have to come back to the ground somehow. And while Aizawa was like trying to think of something, Munchlax get hits with that dirty ass, like done dirty by that electric terrain. But hey, it's bulky as hell, plus it has the ability sturdy, because Aizawa basically, in their last confrontation, and I like Izuku's last confrontation with Aizawa, they figured that out the hard way. So it's damaged, but not all that much. Like, he's just damage I'm going to have to heal. And Izuku's just like, that's a thing. Your healing items, they might be inside Mistrivous' Pokeball. And I was like, wait, what? And he's just checking and he's like, my healing item, where the hell did you put my healing items? And Izuku's like, man, you are a bad listener. Mischievous was mischievous. Like mischievous. Like mischievous was mischievous. If I do indeed say so myself. It's just like, like, while Munchlax is getting, like, dealt pain by the electric terrain. Freaking rhyming. It's just like, Munchlax also gets paralyzed. And as I was like, well, no, damn it, I was afraid that might happen. He's just like, just biting the bullet on it, just like, Munchlax. And before he can actually finish, it's like, yeah, no. Izuku's like, yeah, no. Plusle, Iron Tail. And it's like, Plusle! It's like, smack! And basically, Aizawa's like so surprised he can't actually resume like the sentence he was about to say. And he's like, well, he's like flustered. He is legit flustered. And then something crazy happens. It's like a freaking resurrection scene from Bleach. Like all of the electricity in the electric terrain just turns into like nuclear electricity, and like all of it funnels into Plusle, like inside of it. And then just like Izuku's thinking to himself, he's like, well then, let's do this. My way. Or the highway. If you know what I mean. You were pretty quick on the draw last time we fought, Aizawa. But this time, I am going to win. I won't accept defeat. Neither will Plusle. And Plusle's just like, about to burst with all the electric energy. And basically, Zuko's like, so I'm about to do your Munchlax dirty. Seems to still be paralyzed. Oh, look at that. It's still paralyzed. Ain't that just a coinky dink? And Aizawa was still trying, he's like, Munchlax return. And then just like, Plusle, Thunderbolt. Just like, like a nuclear freaking thunderbolt. And, Munchlax is just like, it's like, it's just like the nuclear freaking thunderbolt bypassed freaking Munchlax's ability. And so it's just knocked the frick out. And as I was like, shit. Well, you're the first one in a long time who's actually been able to get me to do this. Get me to try this hard. And you'll be the last. Go, Zangoose! And Izuku kind of noticed Aizawa seemed to have some frustration Pokemon move, like reference not intended. Or maybe not intended. Who knows? At this point, he realizes that there's some frustration in Aizawa's voice whenever he yelled out the name of his Pokemon. And, basically, he ain't lying. There's a Zangoose right there. Zangoose. And Izuku's like, well then, let's see. Bustle, you look pretty depleted. Puzzle, return. And Puzzle just like gets back up on like Izuku's shoulder and is just like, oh, I'm freaking juiced out, man. It's like, man, like, frick. And, Izuku's just like, I think I may know a way to still win this. We got this, buddy. We got this. And so basically he's like, go, Muna! And it's like, and it's like, Muna! And Aizawa was just like, screw this. Zangoose, use Shadow Claw. And it's like, shing! It's like, it just like, it's like, just like ripped across, and Muna just got like serious damage dealt to it. Like, it's like in the red. Like, if we were to do like an HP comparison, it's like, like basically like a showing of HP. Muna would be like in the red, but Muna just barely manages to hang on because it realizes the look in Izuku's eyes is the look of someone who has a plan. And that plan involves Muna being able to actually use a move. And, it's just like, Muna, metronome. And Muna's just like, Muna! Muna! And, like, I thought it was like, metronome. And basically, metronome comes up as U-turn. And it's just like, as I was like, the fuck? He's like, smack! And that echo was like, holy hell. That echo there, I did not meant for it to be that loud and that echoey. Like echoed voice amount of echoey. Echoed voice. Oh, frickin' doodle. Anyways, it's like, the metronome ends up coming up as U-turn. And so, free hit on Zangoose because of just how flustered Aizawa is. He's like, the frick? Why frickin' the frick? What's you turned with what? He's like, what in the what? And so just like free hit on Zangoose, and U-turn is supposed to be pretty powerful whenever it hits, like a pretty damn good move. And it's just like, and it's just like like Aizawa knows what happens next. Izuku's got to send out another Pokemon. The problem Aizawa's having, however, is it's a free switch. So yeah, he's gonna get to move before Aizawa is gonna. Like, Aizawa's like, that kid is going to get a move before I can get Zangoose to like get a move. So 2 hits, basically. And, basically Izuku is just like, mischievous, go! And it's just like, Aizawa's just like, the fudge? He does realize that ghost type attacks don't work on normal type Pokemon, right? And I was like Aizawa was like, he is aware of that, right? But there is just like this smile that creeps up on Izuku's face, and like Aizawa was like, okay, what's he up to? And Izuku's he's just thinking, he's just like, oh, I got something for you, sir. Let's get ready to do this. Hmm. Okay. Well, hmm. Actually, now that I think about it, using Shadow Claw, that gives me an idea. He just like gives me an idea. I'm going to make him wish he didn't do what he did to Puzzle before. I'm going to make him suffer. Like, this guy's going down. Sorry, Aizawa? Not sorry. He's just like, mischievous, confuse Ray. And Aizawa was like, what, wait, what? Zangoose, duh! And it's like, Izuku's like, too late. He's like, Zangoose. He's like Zangoose is like, what's happening? Like, what's the it's just like Zangoose became confused, and it's like boom, it's just like hits itself, and even more damage. And basically, as I was just like, son of a, what do I do? I think I saw a think. And Izuku's just like, well, you tried, but it doesn't look like you're getting anywhere. Hmm. Hmm. And Izuku's just like, he just has to look. He's like, what's the matter? Are you flustered? And as I was just like, this is nothing. Zangoose. Hyper beam. And Izuku's like, I thought he was gonna do that. And it's just like, it's itself again. It's just like, it's like a metronome for hyper beam, but it hit itself instead. Like Zangoose is still in the confusion. And just right as it's about to get out of the confusion, it realizes it already lost its turn. And it's like, it's back to mischievous now. And Izuku's like, he knows the perfect way to finish this. And it's gonna be fun. He's just like, you put my Pokemon in critical condition, Aizawa. I understand you were trying to knock down my ego, but, well, I can't forgive you for that. Not for what you did to Puzzle. Now, mischievous, curse. And as I was like, what? And it's just like mischievous damages itself, but it also damages Zangoose. And it's just like, Zangoose, uh, hyper beam. And Izuku's like, dodge, mischievous. And mischievous just like freaking finesses the hyper beam. It's like, ain't nothing. Like, it just finesses the hyper beam. And as I was just like, what the hell is this? And Izuku's like, you know what, Aizawa? I thought that I would, you know, I'm just sitting, here thinking, I really, if I really wanted to hit you hard where it hurts, I guess you could say this would be the perfect way to do that. Mischievous perished song. And Aizawa was like, Zangoose, do so. And he's just like, too late, like, mischievous. And it's like, whoops, like, and it's like, and he's just like, now whatever happens next 3 turns, both of our Pokemon will be down. But hey, I saw this as 3-on-3 anyways, seeing as you have 3 Pokemon. You know, I'd still be the winner. And it does end up, like, basically at the last turn for Perish Song, before it actually hits, Izuku's like, return Mischievous. And it's like the last turn. But Mischievous, you know, Izuku keeps his fair share of heal balls. So even though Mischievous is like fainted, is slowly recuperating inside the heal ball. I think another Pokemon. I'm forgetting which Pokemon it was, but was also caught in the heal ball. Nah, I have to remember these things. And so basically, Mischievous is slowly recovering, but Zangoose was not caught in the heal ball, so Zangoose is just dang out. And, Izuku just, he could have just flexed him with Curse, but no, he Curse follow up with a freaking Perish song. Like, yeah, Aizawa was just like, okay, I know I did you dirty before, well, more or less, one of your Pokemon, specifically one of them. This is, I guess, your way to vent, your way of venting your frustrations. Gotta say, kid, I expected more from you. And Izuku's like, I know what you mean, but still, I just could not. And as I was like, don't need to say anything, I know. I just hope you don't plan on winning all of your battles that way. And Izuku's like, oh, no, just only the ones that have vendettas behind them. And as I was like, uh, this kid, this kid is actually kind of scaring me. And so he's basically just like, yeah, here, plain slate badge. Have a nice day. You know, Aizawa doesn't bother telling them what's up ahead. He's just like, get the frick out of here. Just like, I don't want to have to look at you any more than I already have. Like, dude, you are actually creeping me out. Like, he's thinking that internally, like the whole creeping him out part. You know, the whole only battles that have vendettas behind them. So only like rematches. So yeah. Yeah, Aizawa was freaked out to say the least. And he calls up he calls up a certain someone. He's like, Hawks, we need to talk. And it's like Hawks, like on the other end, because he's talking Hawks. Hawks is just like, yeah, uh, is there any reason why we couldn't do this in person? I thought, well, I know you're a loner, but Jesus, is this about the freaking Pokemon again? And as I was like, no, worse. There's a certain someone who I defeated whenever they challenged me. They came back with the Pokemon causing all of the chaos, and they beat me using only that Pokemon and what I believe to be their starter, a Plusle that is unlike any other Plusle that I've ever really, had any sort of knowledge of. Or Minun even. Like, or Minun even. And Hawks hearing this, he's just like, dude, WTF? Like, you know, you need to get to Chateau de Hawks, like, right the frick now. Like, this seems serious. Yeah. This seems really serious if what you're saying is what I think you're saying. Yeah. And as I was like, so what do you think I'm saying? And Alex is just like, you don't want to know, to be obvious. At least not until you get to Featherton. And as I was like, fine. He's like, fine. I could miss a few challenges. Actually, I quite prefer, to actually, get to see an old friend for once. Just not for this reason. Or, well, these reasons. And he's like, click! And, like, Honk is like, didn't even bother to say bye. This must be some serious shady shit. Well, at least I know now somewhat of what to expect. Uh, I heard that there's a kid who challenged Aizawa before who had a talent flame. Isn't that right? And he's like speaking to his own talent flame. It's just like, oh. It's just like, so, I guess if he wants to rule the roost, he's gonna have to go through Talent Flame versus Talent Flame. At least that's something I would like to see. Be a part of. Actually have some excitement around here. Oh, I wasn't ignoring the two of you, Unpheasant, Skarmory, and like his Unpheasant is like the I forget which gender has like the pinkish reddish like add-on. Like it's that one. It's that time of. It's that type of. What the frick did I say? Peter Tranquil. It's that version of the evolved form of Tranquil, because I cannot. Oh, Unpheasant. It's that version of Unpheasant, the one with the add-ons to its face and like head. If anyone could like tell me if that's the male one or if that's the female one, I would sure like to know. And so yeah, basically his team is his, Unpheasant, his freaking Talonflame, his Skarmory. Yeah, those three. He basically just has his team hanging around with him. It's like a giant aviary. Basically, it's like a basically like just a giant aviary. Is basically what his gym looks like from the inside. Just a big ass giant aviary like area. Because like Penguin from the Batman animated series is like, welcome to my aviary of doom. And Joker's like, jeez, Penguin, how corny can you get? So, freaking that episode almost got him. Damn it. Damn it, I'm a sucker for bats. Bats, the batty, the freaking Dark Knight. Like, who wouldn't be a sucker for someone so damn awesome? Anyways, I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here with Izuku, like it, basically finally getting the blank slate badge, and now they can finally freaking leave Night Hour Town. And he even got a new Pokemon, and he beat Bakugo with that new Pokemon. You know, mischievous. It's just like Izuku's just thinking, ah, I can't believe it. Just, I don't even know how long ago. I was just a little kid admiring the champion and his matches that were televised. And his televised matches with mom on the couch. But now look at me. I have friends, eh, Pokemon and human alike, and I'm climbing up the ladder to the league to where I can finally face off against the champion. At this point, I'm starting to question to rather, like, what would I rather want to happen? Would I want to win and become champion? Or would I just be okay with whatever happens, whatever fate decides, like, the certain events to be? Oh, well, better not overthink about it too much. Might go crazy. It's just like a bunch of inner monologuing, and Shoto's just like, dude, you're over monologuing again. And Izuku's like, oh shit. And he's just like, uh, thanks, Shoto. And Mina's just like, well, I'm just glad that we settled everything we needed to settle in Night Hour Town. And if you guys look behind you, you can actually see that the clouds are departing. Like, they're not parted anymore. Like, the clouds are actually starting to realign themselves back to where they were. Kind of as a sign of, you know, mischievous. Basically, this is kind of mischievous's way of saying goodbye to what, it used to consider its home. This is kind of mischievous's way of saying goodbye. Like, fixing everything that it pretty much messed with. Like, all the people it pulled pranks on, like, the people it can help, like all the freaking crazy curse shit is going away. And people that look up in the sky are realizing the clouds are like going back to where they should be. So, yeah, that's basically mischievous, like saying, bye bye, old home. Now we get adventure. It's just, mischievous is just a little kid. It's just the Pokemon version of a little kid. Just wanting to have fun however it can have fun. And Izuku is fine with that as long as it doesn't go too far. Like, Izuku is kind of like having to be the parent, and whenever he's not being the parent, like, Plusle is being the parent. Like, no mischievous, no bad mischievous. As you can see, this is just bound for, like, hijinks to ensue. It's bound to happen. Anyways, I'll see you on Adassus because the Dark Shadow Maverick is OUT out of here. Yeah, boys. Bye. This ends part 11? And whatever. That's all, folks. Bye.